Hello and welcome. This video is the raw footage from my Twitch streams. I decided to make these available to anyone who wants to go back and watch the games from the beginning. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to join us on Sundays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Twitch at the link in the description. Thank you and enjoy!
Hello all! Hi and welcome. I am Storm's Melody and it is a Thursday night. Sorry, I had to think about that for a minute. I am beyond scatterbrained at this point. Between doing streaming, raising two kids, having a part-time job, and moving, my brain is a little discombobulated. Um, Hi Wave, welcome. Uh, we, I think I mentioned this before, but I will say it again. We do have a place to move into, so that's good. That's fixed. And I just need my husband to have a job. We do have a day that we are moving, so all of my stuff will move on the 20th. I may or may not be live on the 21st. Hi, 4G. I will post a note into Discord to give you a heads up as to whether, and on Blue Sky, as to whether or not I will actually be able to stream on the 21st. That is going to depend upon whether I get my setup back up and ready. I make no guarantees. My goal is to stream on the 24th. If we do stream on the 21st, it'll probably be something like Librarian Tidy Up the Arcane Library or something like that. Just because I'm not going to have the energy to do something that actually takes more mental faculties than point and click. um, you all will be happy to know that my daughter did sleep last night. However, while she slept last night, she did not sleep the night before, and she's working on not sleeping again tonight. So we'll see what happens. Hi, Granny. Welcome in. Um, so that's what's going on in life. I will see how things go. But tonight specifically, we are running Genshin Impact. We are going to be in Sumeru working in the Archon Quest. We're going to be meeting the Eremites today. The last time, for those who weren't here, we went out into the desert to find the Desert Keepers. And was able to set up an exchange for Alhaitham to switch places with one of the Desert Keepers, specifically Grandpa, who we've been looking for. And while all of this was going down, Dia and the leader of the Eremites got into it and started fighting and ended up dropping us into a sinkhole where we found a temple, an ancient temple from the time of King Deshret. And we found out that King Deshret actually went mad, and he's the one who caused um, the Elazars and disease, and people just to go completely crazy. The leader of the Eremites offered to let all the village keepers go and gave us the information on where to find the camp so that we can come get them and lead them back to the city. Now, I don't think it's going to go that easily, but that's where we are. We are going to start by heading into the camp of the Emirates. Yes, and hope things don't go too poorly. Thank you. Oh, I swear to God, this system hates me. That's okay. Most computer systems hate me. They just don't function right for me. Eremites. That's what it is, eremites. Not Emorites, eremites. I will be recording this sometime in the next couple of days so that we have it in the future. I will not be recording that. We just don't have enough characters to play the Imaginarium Theater. We just don't. Alright. We've already teleported as close to the Eremites as we can get with our current waypoints available. Let's grab that waypoint on the way. Oh, boo!
Come a little closer.
Freeze!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
You're in for a little shock.
Oh.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Falling on top of them was not the plan. I
Someone needs assistance.
don't like this location. At all. It objectively irritates me. The Sumeru Desert is one of the more awkward places to get around. Even though they do provide you with the jump points. There it is. That's how you get up there. Or not. I'm hoping I don't have to go up for that waypoint. Well,
Someone needs assistance.
I do and I don't. Here we go. And that's the Eremites camp. Oh, we might as well go take care of this while we're here. Or I guess we're taking care of shrooms first.
Leave it all to me.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Boba, get them!
Cool it! so sorry.
I must leave no stone unturned. I'll catch up.
Got stuck under a tree. Inactivated fungal nucleus.
Leave it all to me.
How many Fatus are here? There were only here two, a couple. Ah, healer.
Come a little closer.
Freeze.
Nice and spicy.
You're in for a little shock.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Oh,
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Don't get frostbite.
hate the. Oh!
Leave it all to me.
Leave my Lisa alone!
I'll catch up.
Cool it.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Go.
Don't push your luck.
Oh! He has spinny fire of doom. I do not like that.
Dodge this.
Steady as stone.
This one will be frozen in time.
Finally!
As a dutiful maid would.
Now the other two can be taken out.
Leave it all to me.
Come a little closer.
I must leave no
Ah.
stone unturned.
I officially hate this Fatus.
Nice and spicy. Leave it all to me.
You're in for a little shock.
And I gotta reset my team because this is just not.
Boba, get them.
Come a little closer.
It works alright in the domains, but not really out here in the
What's the hurry?
exploration portion. Oh, there's still another one there!
Are you?
There's two more there! Oh, I do not like this.
I'm a bit rusty. Let me amuse myself.
Oi!
Over here.
Freeze.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. As a good knight should.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Take her out!
Nice and spicy. Over here.
Where'd she go? Ah!
frostbite.
You're in for a little shock.
Dodged.
Ouch! And I took that point blank. I probably shouldn't have.
Cool it.
Okay, bag. This is taking too long. I gotta cook some food.
Leave it up to me.
There we go.
Freeze.
Well, at least it's a little faster.
Come a little closer.
Whoa!
Dodge this.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Oh, come on! Stay still!
Cool it.
Blink.
Ha!
Nice and spicy. Eat this.
Oh, so sorry.
Aw.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. As a dutiful maid would.
I thought this was gonna be fast. This is not the definition of fast.
Looks like I got carried away.
Oi!
I must leave no stone unturned.
I do not agree! How did it get a shot off point blank?
Someone needs to leave it all to me.
Dodge
What is Paimon even talking about?
Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
Did anybody catch what Paimon was talking about? Because I certainly didn't.
Dodge this.
Don't get too far away. No. Back to camp with you.
Freeze.
Come a little closer.
The reason I'm trying to herd it back to camp is if it gets too far away from camp, it'll start over. And I don't want to do this again.
Someone needs assistance.
Dodge this.
You're in for a little shock.
Finally! Oi! That took longer than it should have.
What do you think, cutie?
Let's just clean out this camp while I'm here so I don't ever have to come back. Hey, Buck Sunny, welcome! We are...
Come a little closer.
We're headed to an Eremite camp and I got distracted.
Leave it all to me.
You're at the gym again? Well, I hope it's a good day at the gym and that things are going well.
Cool it.
Do you have work today as well? Arm day. Good luck.
Oh, so sorry.
You're in for a little
Work was slow?
Steady as stone.
That's hot and slow. Ooh. I
Someone
mean,
needs assistance.
I guess that would be better than hot and fast, but still.
Time to clean up.
Hard day at the factory is never fun. I hope you enjoy your gym time. Oh, you heard something exploded in the kiln at the beginning of the work part. Oh. Well, on the plus side, you weren't there for that. Do you have to help with the switching of the kilns, or
I'll catch you.
are you... No work on Saturday? Well, that's good.
Test subject.
I can't say the... Oh, no. I can say the same. I don't have work on Saturday this week. I do have work on Friday. I work part-time retail. Eremite camp!
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
You didn't have to work in the kiln area today, but you will have to on Monday. Good luck, because it'll be a fresh kiln. See how it runs.
Ah, don't mention it.
Because I do know that
I think
every
we can
kiln
both
runs
agree
differently.
You went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
Ah.
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
You have 2 kilns? Cool.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
I guess my question is, do they need 2 kilns up and running? Or do they just use 1 kiln at a time and swap them out when one's non-functional?
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying to find you.
They were running 2 kilns last week? Well, maybe kiln 2 just decided it was too hot and decided to quit.
That's right.
It is summer. Actually, up where I am, it's can't choose a season weather. So you walk out of the house with your umbrella and your sweater, and you wear a t-shirt and light pants and hope that whatever shoes you decide to put on are at least partially rainproof. And since you work out, you produce a lot of body heat. Yeah.
General Mahamatra? No, no. Make it quick, please. Swift and painless.
You two are cowards.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turn pale like they've seen a ghost.
I think they'd rather see a ghost, Paimon.
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I really, really, really want to know what Sino has done in the past to give him that reputation.
I could do worse.
Yeah, producing too much body heat sucks. I will also tell you, that if your body doesn't sweat properly, it also sucks.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
Good thing you cut off your long hair before summer. Yeah, it probably would have been miserable with a kiln around and long hair in the middle of summer. Especially since summer's just starting. We haven't even got to the hot part yet.
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
You're thinking about keeping the long hair and just putting it in a bun? There are plus sides and downsides. I mean, plus side, you get to keep your long hair. Downside, having it in a bun on your head doesn't necessarily make it much cooler. If you're going to do something like that, make sure you've got a cooling rag on the nape of your neck or something, because it's still going to keep the heat in your head. May I ask them a question?
Be my guest.
The sages are trying to create a new god, aren't they?
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between.
Yeah, that's because you use the Akashic Record.
The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
Oh, ads. Yeah, I know the ads are annoying. We'll wait until they're over to continue the story so that people don't miss anything. What was I going to say? See, this is the problem. I have a thought, and then that thought goes flittering away into the nether. And I never know what I'm going to say afterwards. I'll be having a conversation, and something will interrupt me, and it will just derail my entire thought process. And this didn't happen before I got COVID. Something happened when I got COVID that broke my brain, and I don't like it. Alright, rant over. You guys are back. For those of you who got to hear my rant, ha ha ha, good for you. Everyone else, here's the story.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a Gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities.
Wait, which Gnosis did he bring?
The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed.
Which Gnosis?
He asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
This just all sounds like a terrible idea.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's Madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhaitham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
No, it's not. It's what drove King Deshret's people mad. But the sage's end product won't be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, it'll be the Balladeer.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom.
That seems like a pretty sad existence.
This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
Because they can't control Lesser Lord Kusanali.
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis has been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom.
I mean, I debate that, but...
Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
Even now, they refuse to acknowledge Lesser Lord Kusanali. They'd rather deal with the Dottore. I never imagined a god could be subjected to such cruelty.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
I really didn't think it was going to be as easy as just walking in the front door. I really didn't. There we go. Hey, looky! Back to the village chief's house in Aru village. This is the thing about the Sumeru quest. You're bouncing around like crazy.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The 2 new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
The atmosphere is so heavy.
Well, I mean, Lesser Lord Kusanali is still trapped. It's hard not to feel weighed down by what we just learned. Despite everything Lesser Lord Kusanali has done for her people, the Academia has abandoned her in the sanctuary of Surasthana like a lost cause. Even though she's protected, I've never realized there was such a small and childlike god in the world.
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Ooh, snacks! Paimon will be happy.
Oh! Paimon's so coming with you!
As I said, Paimon at least will be happy.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
I want to share everything I know with all of you.
So you were still withholding some information?
Yes, I'm sorry. I have my reasons. In between conversations, Candace and Paimon bring over snacks and tea, because you cannot have snacks without having tea. These expressions relax as her mood isn't affected by the heavy conversation at all. Sino has a firm, solemn expression on his face. It looks like he made up his mind about something. The core of his beliefs, his motivation. Alhaitham also turns toward the crowd. He wants to listen too. After the whole story comes out and the experience, feeling, and secrets are shared with everyone, to share everything means consider everyone's allies. From today on, everyone will fight for the same goal. Ha! I managed to get it out.
Through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
That's everything we've experienced so far in Sumeru.
What a whirlwind of a story. Felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
Yeah, that's a good description of it.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
I mean, I agree, but how are you going to stop it?
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
No matter what lies ahead, I will do my utmost.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
Sometimes the word choice for the traveler is particularly unusual. Utmost is not a word that most people say in their day-to-day lives anymore.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
You're a happy little being, Paimon. King Destret and the Three Magi is complete. Leave the village chief's house. Well, at least the next one starts off with an easy quest. Wait till the next day. 12:01. Oh, nope, Candace is not in the house.
Candace, we're here! Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
So we're the last ones here.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's join them!
Please, wait a moment.
What's the matter?
Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
And what would that be?
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
Yeah. No promises.
What do you think?
Sure, I'll try not to.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Kasha pulses, the Calpol flames rise. Oh. Back to the village chief's house. And yes, everybody in our village needs help, and I'm ignoring them all. Mostly because I don't want to pick up a quest right now and then get distracted from the Archon quest.
Hurry! But why isn't anybody talking?
Waiting for
We
you.
already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
We can start now.
Very well.
After some discussions and debates, the group finally works out a plan together.
Gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's worth a try.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
You're making Paimon nervous.
Paimon, you're perpetually nervous.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Well, Traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
No, we'll see. It's only productive if we win.
Tell?
I'm not good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction, things must have gone quite well.
Yeah, we'll make our move on the next Ingabara day. Ingarbaha day? Ah. That word is hard.
Paimon's a little worried. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
I'll be happy if half of it goes right.
To be honest, I feel the same. But you're already some of the most capable people I know. So you have my trust.
Candace gave us a compliment.
You are so easily pleased, Paimon.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace, we stayed behind to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
I'm very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to everyone here today as I said to you when you arrived. Your safety is the most important thing. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care.
Thank you, Candace.
You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck with everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you.
Hi, Pika! Welcome in! I think we're about to storm the castle? We'll find out. First stop is meeting with Alhaitham.
I'll catch up.
Well, I say storm the castle. I guess storm the academia would be a more correct statement.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hit them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Candace really is a mother hen.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
I do understand and accept.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
If he did that, he wouldn't be Alhaitham.
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words of encouragement.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content while I continue to remind you of the seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do, after all. It's like how some people can be put in charge of logistics while others will fight on the front lines.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
The one thing Alhaitham truly lacks is tact. He's got a brain,
Well,
he's got a decent heart, he
Compared
just does
to the
not have any
mercenaries,
tact.
I'm merely a feeble scholar. But the advantage of not being a mercenary is that I get to stay in a safer place and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
How am I doing? Actually doing pretty well tonight. Mostly well. My daughters are still... I'm pretty sure this move is really disturbing my daughter's sleep patterns. Not that we've taken apart their beds or anything, but we're stressed, things are changing around them, and they're just not handling it well. Which, fair, I'm not handling it well. But them not sleeping well on top of all of this just really, really the candle on top of the cake.
Well, being a scholar is also a high-risk occupation, and you are a scholar.
And by candle on top of the cake, I'm talking about one of those that's the sparkler that no matter how much you blow on it, it will not blow out. And even if you manage to blow it out, it suddenly reignites itself.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Paimon still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
They're not necessarily wrong, Paimon.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, I remember.
You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals.
I think you're closer to the truth, Alhaitham.
Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
It's definitely possible.
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorms.
Which is caused by forbidden knowledge.
That's what Tighnari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge!
Yeah, we need to tell Nahida about this as soon as possible.
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
She said the key to saving Irminsul is contained within the remaining consciousness of the greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
You mean it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces.
At least I didn't have to pay over $80 so I could afford to renew a car registration. 10 of that was because I did it at a branch office. If you'd gotten to use a kiosk, it would only have charged a convenience fee of $3. Oof. That sucks. I also know that, especially in the United States, having a car is an absolute necessity. I am thankful that where I currently live, I do not need a car. That certainly limits where and how I get around, but it's not necessary to function.
To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
To an Eremite base.
Depends upon where you live in the US. True. I have heard that Washington, D.C. and Virginia and is pretty easy to get around. And that I have been in New York on the New York subways. They are reasonably okay. I am sure there's other places where you could get away with it, but for the most part, unless you're in one of the major cities, and some of them not even then, because if you were like Houston or Dallas
All of it, whatever it is.
or Los Angeles trying to use the public
exactly
transportation,
is it?
forget about
I
it.
didn't quite catch your request.
You can do it for some things, but not most of your transportation. It just won't work.
It's all good. Whatever the boss says.
Ah, they're here.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
These guys still have their Akasha record, their Akasha terminals. How much do we trust
yes.
them?
We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into her head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
No, not
I'm a little
scared.
scared, but very, very furious.
The little fluff ball got angry.
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The Academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule.
Me?
Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes.
Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes.
Paimon is still really worried.
I understand, but trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say.
What exactly are we going with this?
Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
I'm ready.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
You're not making this sound easy at all, Alhaitham.
Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements.
Sure, okay.
Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud.
Some stirring words have been written on the note. Although you don't quite understand the purpose of this recording, you still follow Alhaitham's instructions. What a fascinating experience.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
I'm fine, Paimon.
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
Should and are two very different subjects, Alhaitham.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth.
Ugh. See, that would freak me out. Because I grew up to question everything. Like, you find a source and you go double check that source and you go triple check that source. To put something into a paper, you needed to have at least 3 sources that said the same thing, that didn't rely on each other. Like, you couldn't have one source that relied on a second source that relied on a third source all saying the same thing. Or the first source relying on the second source and the second source relying on the third. Like, you had to have 3 sources that were not relating to each other to verify your facts. This was research 101. Now, admittedly, I was taught research 101 back in high school from an English teacher who was, quite frankly, amazing. However, our English spring papers absolutely sucked. My English teacher every year, for the freshman you have to write a 5-page paper. As a sophomore you have to write a 10-page paper. As a junior, so year 3, you had to write a 15-page paper. And as a senior, you had to write not only a 20-page paper, you had to write a 20-page analytical research paper in high school. And, of course, you had to follow specific guidelines on how to cite your sources, and you had, like, 4 weeks to do research, and you had to have X number of sources, and they had to cross-reference each other. And, of course, at this point, the internet was not considered a source. Unless you were looking at something like Merriam-Webster's dictionary or the Encyclopedia Britannica page. Those were considered potentially legitimate sources, but ideally you backed them up with hard copies. I spent a lot of time researching on microfiche, which is something that kids these days don't even know what microfiche is. I don't know if half the people on this conversation know what microfiche is. It's definitely something that if you have to go into it, make sure that you are well rested and ready for a long slog, because it's great. Like, you can record a lot of data on microfiche, and it's amazing what you can find, but searching through microfiche is just a long slog of turning a crank minute after minute, sliding through those slides and reading through them to determine what's on them and what you need, if anything, and then citing microfiche. That was probably the part about those papers that I hated the most, was having to put proper citations. I realize why citations are important. Giving credit where credit is due in papers and all of that is very, very important. It's just tedious.
Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
An automaton.
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
Yes, and once you understand the rules, you can twist them like pretzels.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Like I said, once you understand the rules, you can twist them into pretzels.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
I love the way he says modifications. What do we have here? Oh. We've got another constellation. I forgot I was running her in Dendro mode. All the way to Caravan Rebot. Are we meeting up with the Eremites or what?
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
Okay, is this part of the plan?
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Alhaitham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Okay. Is he on our side or not?
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Alhaitham for suggestions. Had I known Alhaitham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Ufta, get off your high horse!
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Okay.
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
I mean, in this case, Al-Haytham is probably right.
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove.
And there are...
I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
He is so rigid, which is not necessarily a bad thing, especially since his moral code is very, very, very morally upright. But
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
if there's no other way, I can help. I do know what I'm doing.
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
We should respect the determination of Raman and his comrades.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse.
Oh, good. He saw reason.
But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety.
Yeah, that's nice.
Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendroarchon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
So we're the ones rallying the guards? Oh, great.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, oops. I caught myself on fire.
Guards!
That's not great.
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain al-Ahmar. This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Yeah, well...
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
You look so commanding when you're working.
Because this is work.
You're much more friendly to us.
Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff.
Aww.
Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra?
Don't say things like that in the middle of the base.
Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry. The guards there shouldn't know that Cyno has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matras still don't know why Cyno has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention.
I mean, Alhatham's not wrong.
No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Cyno's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
Yeah, you can thank Lesser Lord Kusanali for that.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry.
Sorry about that. Multiple sneezes in a row. That was fun.
If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Because it can't predict me.
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true. But the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
No, they can't. Humans are illogical by nature. Most humans are illogical by nature.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model.
Now, just because we don't act on logic doesn't mean that we don't have personal preferences or personal patterns. But, yeah.
However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times?
Nope.
Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Cyno, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it.
Or how it functions.
Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So,
You would think
in my
so,
opinion,
but
you're probably safe
the
for
people
now.
running the AI data centers don't want you to believe that.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past.
I'm so glad that this is settled.
Again, why are we discussing this in the middle of an enemy base?
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
I'm confident we can do this. Oh, I'm
Just
glad
remember
someone
to
is.
Stay vigilant.
Because I'm not.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. She will be working with me. The construct next to her is for her work.
Beep! Construct! Beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
We'll go with that. Nice to meet you too.
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map.
Guard immediately brings over a map.
In
Sino
2
circles
days,
the...
we will engage Ramon's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
Yeah, it does feel pretty good. Seeing as we've been beaten down by everyone in power since we've gotten to Sumeru.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
Alright. Wait 2 days. Go! I do love the fact that we get this beautiful scene for it to happen. Alright.
It's time for the operation. Let's go meet Sino in the desert.
Oh, that was not what I'd intended to do. Oops. Was honestly a fail on my part. I was trying to get the crystal fly and didn't manage it. Alright.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you!
You're my assistant, remember?
Yes, I remember.
Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is.
Everybody remember, to be early is to be on time is to be late, and to be late is to be history. That is how the world of entertainment is run. If you work in music, the music industry, theater, anything that has a performance time and a call time, your goal is to be at least 10 minutes early to your call time. Because to be early is to be on time is to be late, and to be late is to be history. Yes, I have had this drummed so far into my head that I have had it repeated in my dreams.
Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome. What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Ramon, don't piss him off too badly, please.
Ramon, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Okay, Ramon, I told you not to piss them off!
Leave it all to me. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Here, Boba, get them!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Dodge this!
Okay, guys, the goal is not to kill them.
Frostbite.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
One more left.
Come a little closer.
Steady as stone.
I think that's the last one. Nope. I am 1/3 done. And this thing's timed! How did I not realize that this was timed?
Cool it!
Boba, get them!
Freeze!
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Oh!
I'll catch up.
Thanks for the help!
As a good knight should.
Yes, I just thanked the bot.
I'll catch up.
I'm so glad I don't have to do this on my own.
Oh, so sorry.
Leave it all to me.
I mean, I probably could, but I'm glad I don't have to. 7.
Dodge this!
Out of the frying pan, it's
8 and 9.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
I love the related personnel.
You pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Deshret will curse you, and you will all...
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebat. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Dang it, you weren't supposed to knock him out. Ramon, you weren't supposed to piss him off!
Yes, sir!
The guards escort a furious-looking Ramon and the others away.
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebat and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
You find a safe place free of potential eavesdropping and begin your conversation. Well, at least you actually took time to make sure there weren't eavesdroppers this time.
Yes. Things went perfectly.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebat and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Thank you, Sino.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dia should already be waiting for you. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tighnari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tighnari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that too.
I have a very close relationship with Tighnari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like this.
Well, if you're sure.
If we need help, Tighnari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
I mean, it's not like we have days and days to put this together. We have 2. Oh, poppycock.
Freeze!
You're in for a little shock.
Cool it!
There we go.
Someone needs assistance.
I love her knockback attack, honestly. I don't have sucrose. Back to Caravan Rebat. I'm so glad we have the teleport waypoints, or this would just take forever today. There are people who do nothing but, in fact, run around to that. They don't take any of the waypoints, and it's just...
Dia! We're here!
I'm very impressed with their dedication.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Goodie for you!
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of.
Sorry. We were busy. So we got ads. So I'm going to pause the story for just a minute so that those who are not subscribed don't miss much of the story. Oh, ow, ow, ow. I don't know what I'm going to talk about today, though. It's one of those days where my brain has gone off into La La Land, and I kind of wish I could follow it. Because I know that sometime in the next 2 weeks I have to finish getting all of our clothes sorted and packed. I have to get the kitchen entirely packed down. And I've got a front room with all of my craft stuff in that I have not even started. The craft room is probably going to be the most annoying part. And honestly, it all has to be done in 2 weeks, because that's when the movers get here. So, I will figure out how I'm gonna do it. Everybody wish me luck. The kitchen should be pretty simple to pack down. Like, I don't expect the kitchen to take me more than a day or so, but I expect my craft room to take me for at least a week to pack it properly.
I just like seeing that serious look on your face. Alright, I'll stop.
Dia, quit teasing!
All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, she's not wrong. Taking on the Doctor would be bad.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that.
So, what should we do?
According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis Di and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard.
I didn't expect you to become my bodyguard.
You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
We've already had this discussion. Dia's different.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want? I'm not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile.
Aw, how sweet.
Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried.
Thank you, Dia.
Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Pardis Di.
Alright. Pardis Di is over here. Well, we're getting closer to Sumeru City again.
I'll catch up. He's over there. Let's go say hi. Tainari!
Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Long time no see.
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
Oh, you have no idea. Tainari, we want to ask you about something.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right. Then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me?
Have you met the Doctor? I want to know where he is.
The Doctor?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Pardis Di just a little while ago.
Oh, really?
He left already?
Yeah. He came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see.
So that's why he hasn't been at the Academia. Okay. I'll answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
He is incredibly laid back. I have to admit, if someone came to me with something like that, I would be desperate to know what was going on.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Yeah, please tell me you didn't let him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
What is he after?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis D'i. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
No, don't let him.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment.
Tighnari, don't trust him.
I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the Academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass.
Good.
I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's confident in himself and his abilities to a point of near insanity.
Oh no, not near insanity. He's absolutely psycho.
I would never refer a patient to someone like him.
Do you think he'll just give up on her?
I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned me.
Do we know where Hypatia is now?
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say... Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness.
Meh.
And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
I think Tainari's perfectly well aware of that fact. When do we get to teach Tari a lesson?
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
That's one way of saying it. I still can't believe he's actually leaving Sumeru.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't trust that.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Thanks for sharing the information with us, Tainari.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me.
What?
Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and the tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me, if you can keep yourself safe. Please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it.
That never sounds like a good thing.
If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the Academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Yeah, well, things at the Academia are weird.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing.
Okay, that I doubt.
On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The Academia, yes. But my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried that he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long, but in the end, it's still caught up to him.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the Academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Cyno became involved in all of this. In which case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can. Also, if you run into Cyno again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences.
That is hard to do.
I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go when he left Pardis Di?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
See you later. Oh, we're actually gonna go hunt down Dottore.
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him.
I again ask, where is Hypatia?
Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went. How can we start chasing him?
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is.
Or maybe he wants to be followed. Did you ever consider that one?
We're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry.
Or we're being led on a wild goose chase.
Just as I thought.
I think he's lying to us.
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
I mean, they're headed to Snezhnaya. That makes sense.
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
Okay, do I have the Omni-Ubiquity net? Oh no, it's already gone! I was gonna try and catch that. Oh well. It was a boar. Not only that, it was a boar that had a shroom on its back. Oh, that's how you were supposed to get it, was the bouncy mushroom. That's alright. Port Ormos. Alright. I think following Dottore is going to be our last thing for today.
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Well, there's the soldiers. Where's Dottore?
Shh. Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remembered like it was yesterday, but his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
Yuck!
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Are you serious? There are Fatui everywhere! How close are we supposed to get? Is this even gonna work? Shoot!
Look! Fatui soldiers!
Oh, bah.
Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with...
Let's keep going and see what we can...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
How is this even supposed to work?
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. The port is crawling.
Let's keep going and...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then...
Well, that didn't work.
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the...
Shh! Don't. The port is crawling with...
Let's keep going and see...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
Which again,
you must be mistaken.
Still creepy.
Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
Nope. Down. Well, not all the way down.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
No!
Look! Fatui soldiers!
Where in blazes are we supposed to hide?
Tracking skill.
Shh! Don't, the port is crawl.
Let's keep going and...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
How can they not see me hanging out here on the sheets?
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
I literally can't get any closer. Oh, come on! I am on the same stupid boat with him! Activate! Ugh. This is just not going well. What am I supposed to do? Hide in the bushes over there? I'm supposed to be up there? How is this supposed to work?
This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
I was on the boat! So the doctor didn't lie about leaving Sumeru. What, could it really be that simple? Are we sure he's not planning on something? Oh, I am sure he's planning something. It's the Torre.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago, but now they've vanished.
So this was a trap.
Of course it was.
Wait, don't tell me that.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
Hypatia once connected her consciousness to the balladeer.
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
Oh no! Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Let's go!
Alright. That is where we are going to end it tonight. That took me a while. I'm sorry. I hate that particular game. The next meeting will be on Sunday. It will again be Genshin Impact Sumeru Quest. We will pick it up right here where we left off. Going to go save Hypatia from the Fatui. I hope everyone has had a good night. Stay safe, everyone. It's a crazy world out there. Toodles!